Hello, welcome to another Better Words here on my channel. Today I'm going to look at Antz versus A Bug's Lives. Basically DreamWorks bug movie versus Pixar's bug movie. About ants, basically. And, well, these both movies were released the same year. I think it was maybe a week or a month between each other when they released as well. Which was kind of weird in some way, because, well, how did that actually happen? But yeah, there was one guy that left, I think it was Pixar, and wanted to do something else, and he started DreamWorks, I think it was in that way, and they ended up doing somewhat similar movies about ants, or bugs in general, so yeah. Topic number one are going to be storyline. Storyline in both is somewhat similar. It is about a bug that doesn't want to, or an ant that doesn't want to do the work all his life. They are workers basically, trying to get food and stuff like that, and work in the mines and so on and so on. And this is somewhat the similar part. Both want to do something else with their lives. In Antz, our main character basically joins the army for a brief time, but after the war that he ends up in, he basically became a hero, even though he didn't do that much because he basically fainted during the battle. He's becoming a hero, but the princess basically recognizes him and he kidnaps her and take her. Well, they end up outside of the ant home or whatever it's called. Ant stack, I don't know. In A Bug's Lives, our main character just basically leaves the colony, ant colony, I think it is, and he's trying to find another place to actually live. He ends up in a, you can call it maybe a bug city. There are different bugs are running around, and he actually finds a circus with well, now I remember that he wanted to find people that actually could help them in their fight against the grasshoppers that is basically harassing them. But he finds a circus with strong bugs and try to get them to come to his colony and help them out. The difference between these two is that in Antz he's basically trying to get back, trying to save his skin basically when it comes to actually what he had done and everything, so yeah. In Antz the difference here is that the bad guy is an ant actually, and is trying to kill the queen and, well, make the princess the new queen and so on and so on. In A Bug's Lives it is the grasshoppers that is the bad guys. Of course they return to the hives or colonies and they're trying to help as much as they can. Big wars is happening, bad things is happening, water happens and so on and so on. And in the end a happy ending is happening. Of course in Antz he basically gets together with the princess. In A Bug's Lives they just ends up a happy ending. I don't think the main character basically get together with the princess, if I remember correctly. I can't remember, I'm sorry for that, but it is basically the same kind of ending. It is happy, everything is good again, and so on and so on. When it comes to actually the one that I think stands out the most, the winner of this topic are going to be A Bug's Lives. The reason for that is that it isn't just about a war, it is more of about other kinds of bugs. Of course, there are some other bugs in Antz as well, but A Bug's Life stands out more because it is more kid friendly, it is more colorful, it is just more fun to watch in my opinion. Topic number 2 are going to be effects and environments. Effects and environments basically is really the same in both movies. The only difference is that the Bug's Life is a little bit more colorful than Antz is. And nobody basically stands out in this topic, so this topic are going to be a tie. The reason, as I said, is that none of these movies basically stands out over each other. Of course, I say that BoW is a little bit more colorful and more fun to watch, but Antz have some really cool sceneries and environments that actually you can't disregard in this topic, basically. So yes, it will be a tie. Topic number 3 are going to be the villain. The villain is, as I said, different in both movies. In the Antz movie, it is Antz, that is basically, I think he is a general or something like that, that is the bad guy, and in a BoW it is the grasshoppers. They basically want different things. The grasshoppers basically just want the ants to work for them and give them food. And in Antz, they are basically, he just want the power, which is different parts in my opinion, because the grasshoppers already have the power but they can lose it, and in Antz they want the power and they don't have it at this moment. The one that is stands out more as a villain in my opinion is a BoW's lives, which wins this topic. The grasshoppers in my opinion are more interesting villains in my opinion. They have more characteristics in my opinion. They stand out more because they want a different thing than just have the power over, well, a whole nation. They just want to have this as people that work for them, so on, so on. And topic number 4 are going to be main character. Main character is somewhat similar in both movies. They want to do something with their lives, and none of them basically stands out that much in my opinion. Of course, they do heroic things, they end up being the heroes in the end, but nobody stands out as much. Nobody stands out over the other in my opinion, so this topic is going to be a tie. And the ultimate winner are going to be a BoW's lives. In my opinion, a BoW's lives has better villains and a better storyline, and those two basically stands out more than Antz does. Even though they have the main characters are basically doesn't stand out over each other, and that the effects and environments isn't that different from each other, the storyline basically brings BoW's lives over Antz when it comes to actually comparing these two movies. And of course the villain stands out more because they doesn't just want to have the power over a whole nation or something like that the villain in Antz wants. This is more of a, what can I say, it's more of a it's a new kind of way to telling a story like this, in my opinion. So, yeah. That's all for today, folks. Until the next time for the season final for this time. Bye.